Advertising in magazines, newspapers, print in general. Is it hot or is it not? That is what we are going to talk today and get into it. All right, if you don't know me, this is your boy Wick. Shut up. Hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. Straight into business. One of the philosophies I live by is the importance of speed. The importance of speed in your business. You have an idea. The most successful people I have met, and something I continue to struggle with myself, is how quick can I go from idea to execution? Not just have a freaking binder of ideas, right? It's about, okay, I got this idea. Hey, I heard this, I saw this, boom, let me put it into play real quick. And in this fast-paced world we live in, when you have social media, you have things like TikTok that has taken down the level of attention. Someone instantly is looking at this. I remember just quickly the other day, I was looking to change a setting on my phone, right? And I went, okay, how do I do this on my phone? Then led me to some YouTube things. I hit the YouTube video and it would start doing the thing. Hi, my name is Jim. And today we're gonna, and I was like, Jim, shut the up. I'm like, just tell me how to do it. So I'm forwarding through the intro, the this, the that, to, I just want this information. How do I do it? Right? So that is the place that we live in nowadays. And so one of the gals recently in the group, she spent about, I think, a little over $4,000, I think $1,000 a month on magazine ads, and asked the question, should I continue this? And I'm like, well, one of the things I always ask is, how did it do? Because some people will all have different opinions. You know, someone say, hey, I love magazine ads. Hey, I hate magazine ads. Hey, I had a great experience. Hey, I had a horrible experience. So my initial question is always, okay, you spent this money. How did it do? And in 4 months, she received 1 client. Okay, probably maybe not the best result that she was looking for. And that's why she's asking the question, how long do I give this? I am not a huge fan of magazine and newspaper or print in general. And this is why. And I'll say I'm not a huge fan. I'm not. And let me confuse you more. It's because of this. A lot of the times somebody, and I'm pretty sure this was the issue here. One, do magazine ads work? Yes, they work. Newspaper works. This works. That works. Everything works if you work it. And this is why, one of the reasons why maybe that one did not work for her is, one, I don't think she tested the ad, tested the placement. And this is why I love social freaking media. This is why I like social media. Instead of me, because I'm going to be doing a buttload of ads very soon. I'm working on it, in fact, right now. And you will benefit from all of this that I am doing. But what I'm doing is I will do maybe 20 to 100 ads, right? So if for instance, I was gonna advertise in a magazine, which I may not do, I don't know, whatever. Step 1 is I'm gonna test that ad on social media. And the reason is this: 1, I have full control of how long I test it for. So I can put an ad on Facebook for, 3 days or a week or whatever. I can say, hey, I want to spend, $5, $10 a day on it. So if I spend it, let's just say I do it for a week, 7 days, I do it for $10 a day. I try an ad. I spent $70. And what that's going to tell me is, okay, I spent $70 on this ad that I might put in a magazine. How did it do? How did it do? Because social media will quickly start putting that in front of your ideal client's face And from that point, you will start getting feedback. Now, a couple things can happen. First thing, I would not just test one ad. I would test at least 3 to 5, maybe change the headline, maybe change the picture, maybe change the call to action, whatever it is. So that's why whenever you test, you don't just test one, you put a couple other and you just make some changes. Let me change this, let me tweak that, let me change that, blah, right? And then you put like, you don't even have to do $10, you do $5, cool. You do $5 on each of the 3 ads. So that's $15 a day. And I'm dumb today. Not really, but yeah, my math is whatever. So I'll spend like $105 for 3 ads to test them over a week. That is more than enough time to give me back the feedback and saying, okay, this one did not get me anything. This one got me 1 client. Ooh, this one got me 12. Oh. And there is no freaking rhyme or reason. So to me, it is very ignorant when a lot of times I'll speak with other marketers or somebody and they'll be like, oh, this is the one that works. It's like, oh, did you test it? Do you know, do you have data doing that? Or do you just think it works? Because the proof is in the pudding. And in this industry, the proof is in the booking, right? So it makes more sense to test on social media because I'd rather spend $100 and I'm still getting clients, right? With now data to back up an ad that has success as opposed to one that may have failed miserably. And me putting $1,000 behind it. That's why testing is critical. It's critical, right? All marketing is, if you look at marketing, and I'm hoping to flip your script on what marketing and these posts on social media are. If you post something or I post something and I have little to no engagement on it, I should, one, not get butthurt. Be like, oh my God, nobody likes me, boo-hoo, right? If I do that, I'm already setting myself up to fail. But what I want to do is be like Thomas Edison when he was inventing the light bulb, according to the story, is he went through 10,000, 10,000, different tests to figure out what finally worked. So all of these posts are, and I want you to see it this way, is they are not, the one hitter quitter. It's not like, oh, I'm going to post once and boom, that's it. No, homie, you need to post 7 to 10 times because you're testing. You are testing. And when you post, which is kind of cool, it's free. So if you're not doing the ads, if you're just posting within your page, your stories, your reels, your tiki-talkie, right? Your Insta jigganings, whatever, right? It's free for you to post. So you should see it as testing. Don't get butthurt. Don't be like, well, I don't know why I don't get response. You know what? It's probably because the content wasn't good. So be like, okay, I posted this. I did not get any good engagement or feedback. Let me try something different. Boom, right? And you will be surprised. I cannot tell you how many times I have been wrong, like completely wrong. I'm like, okay, I think this is going to hit, and nothing but freaking crickets. So I was like, okay, woo, wait, you don't know shit. And then something that I completely didn't think would take off just goes bananas. All right, and voila. So from that point, I learned, okay, this is not something my audience wants to see. This is more what my audience wants to see. Let me make more things like this than like this. Are you feeling me? Right? And that's it. That's the skinny. So sometimes when I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm going to be doing ads, you as an esthetician will be seeing my ads. And all I'm going to do, which is an awesome part about this group, is I'm going to go through all the posts, look for the ones with the most engagement, and be like, okay, boom, estheticians like this. Ooh, estheticians like that. Ooh, estheticians like that. Okay. And it just increases my probability. Could it still possibly fail? Heck yeah. But, all I'm trying to do is stack my information, stack it in my favor for success. So don't get married to people liking, not liking, this, that, whatever. Do and constantly test, aka post, aka market, because that's all it is. And if something doesn't hit, something doesn't slap, don't get butthurt, right? But at the same time, before you invest money, one thing, and another thing I'd like to add to this is, before you spend $1,000 on a magazine ad, right? Just putting it out there, right? Or in a newspaper or anything, ask the people in the group first, hey, I was thinking about doing this in the magazine and they're going to charge me $1,000. Has anybody tried this? And the reason this is important is, one, we get to share each other's minds, thoughts, experiences, etc. So some people, and remember, take advice with a grain of salt. There's a lot of people that have the best intentions that don't know shit. Just putting it out there, right? So, but at the same time, like somebody will say, hey, I tried it and it didn't work for me. Oh, okay. What ad did you use? So you look at her ad and be like, okay, cool. So this kind of ad did not work in that kind of a magazine. Okay. Somebody else, I said, hey, I did it. And yeah, I got 10 clients out of it on my first month, and you're like, oh, cool. What ad did you use? Right? Just because it did not work for another person does not mean it's not a good avenue. However, I would use social media first to do some of these things. And then you'll realize, instead of spending $1,000 in a magazine, it might have been a better idea. If you spent $100 and got 10 clients with social media, then boom, put the $1,000 behind that ad, whether it's Google, Insta, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, right? It's better. It's like, boom, you got something that's proven, that's working, boom, work that. So again, before you spend money, invest, put it in here, put it in the group, get the advice from other people, right? Let them chime in, see what works. It'll just give you more information so you can make a more informed decision. Yes. All right. Be amazing. Hope your Thanksgiving was super cool, just like you. And let's do this. This is going to be a fantastic ending of this year. Super stoked. Let's do this, close it up, and on to the next one. Peace.